Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It is Week 12 recaps day, where we go through every single game in Week 12. We had so much to talk about today. Of course, started off with 2-minute drill. Jack had a formal crash out. Congratulations to him. It is really nice to put that in the air to basically say, I am done with my own team. Jack then tiered every single team in the NFL. I congratulated Tua. He has been the best quarterback since Week 8. Talked about Saquon Barkley. Should he be the MVP this year after a 250-plus rushing performance, on pace for more than 2,100 rushing yards? Talked about the Bucs. Are they the biggest sleeping giants in the NFL? Talked about the Texans. Are they frauds? We talked about so much in this episode and went through every single team. Cannot wait for you to hear it. If you're listening right now, make sure to go to our YouTube page, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends. It helps us out tremendously. But let's get into the episode. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. We good, Randy?
Well, that was...
Oh,
okay. That was an unassuming start.
Was it?
You can do it again.
Yeah, start again.
Okay.
No, like, we're still going to, post all this, but just, do it again.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Better. It is Monday, the 25th of November.
That's crazy.
Thanksgiving's late this year.
Is it late? I feel like it's always this late.
You know what?
No. I feel like 24th is what I feel like Thanksgiving is.
Yep. Oh. Yeah.
Like this the weekend,
Thursday,
the week
right?
before?
Well, the fact that it's going to be it's the 4th, or is it the 3rd? Third Thursday of November.
Third Thursday
but
of
it's
November.
the 4th on this one.
No, because it must have started this month.
Changed it up this
Bet
year?
you this month started on a Friday. Bet it started on a Friday. Let me check. Let me check.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, it's too late. Fucking pumped for Thanksgiving.
Start November 1st, Friday.
Nailed it, Jack.
That was good.
Good job.
How about Adam just being like, is it on a Friday this year or on the 4th Thursday?
Why?
It's on the 3rd every year.
Thursday.
Every single year. No matter what. That never changes.
Nice,
Oh,
dude.
boy.
Fuck you. All right? Whose team won today? Raise your hand.
Pat didn't lose.
Yeah, whose team didn't lose? Jack's not raising his
Whose
hand.
team started Brandon Allen at quarterback?
I didn't know that was a guy.
He was the
Brandon
backup
Allen,
for the
generic
Bengals
white
for
guy.
a while.
I thought it was
like the
Kyle
Madden
Allen at
character.
first.
Today was the first pass he's thrown, I believe, since 2021.
Good for him, though.
I
He
forgot
didn't
was a
play
guy.
good, but he didn't play so bad.
I
Yeah.
saw at one point he was like 9 for 10.
Yeah, but he
not
had
bad.
a couple fumbles a pick.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking bad, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's we don't need to talk about.
No,
that.
we can
don't
talk.
need to
We'll get to
Yeah,
it.
we're recording this after the Sunday Night Football game where Saquon
Saquon's so
Barkley
fucking good, bro.
officially solidified his MVP campaign. So I'm excited to
The Giants let their rival
talk about that. Yeah.
Giants let their rival get him somehow. How's that happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Before we're going to talk about all of
Was
this.
he 2 years, his deal, Saquon?
I think it was.
Might have been.
I think it was maybe longer.
Whatever it is.
Probably with an out.
Whatever it is, good deal. Good deal.
deal.
by the
Yeah,
Eagles.
yep.
I
Howie
did
Roseman
see
knows what he's doing.
his cap hit. Saquon's cap hit next year is 6.6 mil, and Devin Singletary's, who they had to replace him, is 6.2.
Well, you made the other stat of AP, Adrian Peterson, made more than what Saquon is making right now in 2011.
Yeah.
That's great.
Money was different.
The value on running backs is going to be higher. We'll talk about
But I
this
mean,
later,
inflation
but-
alone, I feel like
Carries it,
Saquon
yeah.
should
You
be
would
making
think,
more. I guess they say, all prices are going up, but salaries are staying the same. So I guess even millionaires like Saquon Barkley's affected.
Oh no, Pat, he's only making $6.
I know, it's
Oh man, I
It's
feel
tough
so
for the guy.
bad for him.
Shucks.
yeah, it's
How
real
was
tough.
everyone's Sunday football?
It was.
It was awesome that Jess didn't play. Like you
Aside
said,
from
it
the
was great.
Niners, it was actually like an electric weekend of football. I think.
Witching
Cowboys,
hour
Commanders
went dummy
game.
today.
Oh,
Witching
Honestly,
hour
there
went
actually
so
wasn't-
dumb.
Like witching hour saved the whole day because everything else was kind of.
Speak for yourself.
Well, no, everyone thought. I mean, looking at the slate of games this weekend, I didn't think it was a good one.
No.
And then
Which is how I feel like ends up
Yeah.
being. It's like
and then it's also it always ends up with like, oh, it's a boring slate of games, and then you
This-
get to the end of the game, and the games are cool because
This
it
was the
matters.
best witching hour I think we've had all year, though.
Oh,
think
no
so?
doubt, no
Like,
doubt, no
oh my God, dude, the Bears coming back, the first onside kick recovery. We can just get into it right
No, yeah,
now.
we got to
No,
get
we're
the
not
2-minute
gonna-
drill
we
because
always gotta do
we're
2-minute drill.
giving our 2-minute drill right now, just not in short form.
Yeah, it's also true. Yeah.
we're talking about all the games, just not doing it in a fast, fun fashion.
So should we just rip right into it?
yeah,
as well,
don't you
right?
got to do it? You got to do it.
Oh,
Like an ad read or
also,
something.
No, we're gonna do it after
you
2
see the
minutes.
shirt that I'm wearing right now, the Jake Paul fight.
Yeah.
shirt?
Sick merch.
I was buying Zins this morning before coming here, and
Sick.
not sick. But my guy, so he's like my dude, right? 'Cause I see him like every few days. It's a problem. But he's like, oh, take that shit off. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate him. I'm like, it's my boss. He signs my paycheck, man. He goes, and then he like 180. He's like, I'm so sorry. You know I didn't mean that, bro. It's not. It's like I just like the fight was like it was rigged. All this. I'm like, hey. It's fine. Like
Subtle
Jake
flex.
said it
the guy I
himself.
work
He
for,
wishes that Mike put up a better fight.
That's exactly what the guy said. He's like, dude, I'm more mad that Mike Tyson didn't actually.
Same.
And I was like, Same here. Jake took it easy.
Jack, I'm proud of you with
crazy.
the subtle flex, though. That was a big one, yeah. Maybe
What?
he'll hook you up with like another Zin pack or something.
He won't. Sometimes he'll give me like a discount though, which is
Yeah,
funny.
now he's
What do
gonna
you
be
pay
like,
for
he
Zins,
knows.
Jack?
It's around $8.07.
That is
Hmm.
insane. Somewhere else in Florida, my buddy got 3 packs for $6 total.
How? See, those aren't Zin. That's
Enough of
gotta
the
be
Zins. I want to
fentanyl.
bring the fucking juice, all right? NFL Week 12, 2-minute drill. That means we're going. It is Week 12.
I know it's insane.
It's insane. You made me think I got it wrong.
I'm
No, it's
theorizing.
just time.
But that means we're going through every single game in Week 12 in 2 minutes or less.
Let's do it.
Nothing more, sometimes less.
The point is less.
Uh-huh.
Like,
All right, let's cook.
All right, you ready,
Hang on,
Randy?
wait, I
Starting
like to-
off
wait,
with Thursday Night Football.
Okay, fuck.
is Randy? Well, you like to look at the game.
I like that. Yeah, I like
Oh,
to
yeah, I
form
just-
my
Randy's got the
thoughts.
timer up.
3.
Nope. You want to do the countdown?
And are you ready if I give it a countdown?
No, never.
All right, in
Wait,
3.
but Pat, you have it up ready? You ready to rock?
All right, Adam, in 3,
3, 2, 1. Oh, it's on me.
God.
Restart.
It's already started.
Pump fake.
I knew he didn't have the clutch gene.
Pump fake. All right, 3, 2, Steelers, Browns.
Snow rules.
I
Snow
love
blows.
Jameis Winston so much. He was doing snow angels with
Every
the
game in the
post-game
AFC
crew.
North needs to be played in snow.
I'll be honest, I want to put
on, come on,
Jameis Winston in a blunt and I want to smoke it. He just looks adorable. Patriots, Dolphins.
Dolphins
you
are
guys
back.
are so back.
Dolphins are back.
Give me a dolphin noise.
Adam, people
me
are
a dolphin
listening to
noise.
this with
Sorry,
earbuds.
Bucs, Giants.
Giants are the worst team in the NFL. Baker Mayfield is my favorite player to
The
root
Baker
for.
Mayfield taunting Tommy
That was so
DeVito
sick.
was awesome.
Chiefs, Panthers. The Chiefs are frauds.
They're not
You
good.
are a fraud at some
No, they're
point.
good.
Bryce Young's starting to
I
look
can't
a little
decide.
better.
Cowboys, Commanders want a fucking ending.
What a game.
Hey, they
Dude,
were
that spin
bound to get
move by
one.
Devontae Turpin was the best spin move. That was mad.
And then Terry McLaurin going to the house.
Yeah.
And then
So
but then
sick.
Siebert missing.
That was the
extra
worst
point.
performance by a kicker
They
ever.
were bound. The Cowboys were bound to get one.
Yeah.
Titans, Texans.
Texans' biggest frauds. We've
Fuck
been
you.
saying
What
it.
the
We've
frauds?
been saying
Also,
it. You guys aren't
refs,
good.
stop calling Nico Collins back when he scores.
Do you have him
little
in
piece of
fantasy?
shit.
You have him in
Someone
fantasy?
owns
Sorry,
him in
I've
fantasy.
yelled
You
so
own him in
much.
fantasy.
Lions, Colts, I do. Yeah.
Lions stay goaded.
I
The
bet.
Lions
just
are
the
the best.
Lions.
Why did I bet on the Colts?
Taking care of business. You bet on the Colts?
I did. I
Dumb.
thought it was the
That's
dude.
stupid.
I bet on the
Dude.
Giants.
Vikings, Bears.
Oh my God.
I'm really
Every
feeling
week
for
the
Tycho
Bears
at this
find a
point.
new way to lose
In
in
horrific-
horrifying
But
fashion.
hey, Caleb Williams had the most passing yards in the NFL
He
this
did. He
week. Let's
looked
clap it
great
up for
today.
Caleb. They found their quarterback. They just don't have
Time check.
Broncos, Raiders.
Broncos, you guys are still sick.
Hey, with Gardner out for the year,
You know what
AOC
time
watch
it
fully
is.
back.
It's Aiden O'Connell's season. He's going to come back next week, beat Pat Mahomes.
Also,
and put
Cortland
them on
Sutton,
fraud
league
watch.
winner.
I mean, you could say 16 players are league
I'm
winners
just
at this
saying.
point.
Bucky Irving.
49ers, Packers.
Jack.
5-second moment of silence for the Packers season. For the 49ers season.
It
Sorry.
just sucked.
Hold on.
It sucked. It sucked.
Please,
It
shut up.
sucked.
Do you know what a
It
moment of
sucked.
silence is?
Go.
Shut
We only
the
have
fuck
15
up.
seconds.
Like,
We only
shut
have-
up. Cardinals, Seahawks.
Seahawks are
Boring
first
ass
in the
game.
West.
Boring ass game.
Yeah. Eagles, Rams. Saquon.
Barkley.
All right, Saquon
have a
Barkley
song?
is the MVP this year.
Yeah.
He
It's not
should
close,
be. I
right?
hate that it's a quarterback award.
He's not going to win it, but he should.
Eh.
Bang.
Moment of
I
silence,
have-
Jack. Ever
yeah,
fucking
what
heard of
the
it?
fuck was
Moment of
that?
silence, and Jack just
I was
goes,
trying to give a moment of silence for your team, and you just wanted to fucking yap.
Okay. Your team loses by 28
A
on
moment
the
of
road.
silence is a sign of respect.
Oh, I'm not going to respect Kyle Shanahan, that stupid fucking team. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to respect them.
Yeah, you should.
It's so,
Why would
so
I
fair,
respect?
by the way.
Why the fuck would I give Kyle Shanahan a moment of respect in this season, this year? I can just go into it right now. Let's just go.
No.
I'm ready.
No, I'm not ready.
We had a Johnny.
I'm not
Johnny
ready.
written down.
No, I'm not
I'm gonna
ready.
fucking
There's
rant.
something that's important that needs to be talked about before you give your goddamn rant because you did not respect the moment of silence,
I was
Jack.
about to be on a roll.
No,
today.
you weren't.
Yes, he was.
No,
You
I
kinda
ruined
know
it.
You
this-
honestly
No,
might-
I ruined it.
No, you honestly might have just stopped the generational rant there, and I'm a little fucking mad at you.
I'm actually no.
I'm-
like
I'm
that
big
was
mad. I'm big
You
mad
could have
at
just
you.
done this ad read after I
Yeah.
did this.
Does the contract of the ad read say it's got to be at minute 10 of the recording?
Oh,
You just ruined a potentially
Look at the
great
fucking
rant.
whiny
No,
ass
I was about
bitches.
to go, and now like that's.
Look at these whiny
If
ass
I tried to do that to
bitches.
you with the Dolphins, you'd be
You would,
pissed.
Yeah.
you would be
You would've-
screaming.
you would've made a
this neck
scene.
vein of yours would have completely
You
burst.
should have been
by
the
this
loudest
point.
person in the room.
I fucking hate him right now too, man. And it wasn't even my rant to give. Read the goddamn ad.
Nope, I'm done.
No, you
can't do that.
You can't pull that
You
shit.
can't do that.
You can't pull that
See?
shit.
Loudest person in the room wins.
No, you can't pull that shit. Read the ad. Sorry, Jack. That was rude of Adam.
I might walk out.
You should.
I'm not going.
Read
to.
the ad now.
Fucking go.
I want to take a second to talk about one of our favorite products right now that we have in the studio by Green Gridiron. We got 3 helmets in here right now. All right? Is that true?
We do, Adam.
Will you change your attitude? All right. Look
Green
how
Gridiron,
beautiful the set.
Green Gridiron
Green
makes you
Gridiron
happy,
is
Jack.
phenomenal. We
Green
love
Gridiron
them.
makes
Don't
Jack
love
happy.
you.
That's,
Love
that's
Green
fine.
Gridiron.
That's fine. But most of you see the helmets in the background of all of our videos, but rarely do we ever get the time to talk about it. All these helmets behind us and in front of us have been created from the ground up in collaboration with Green Gridiron. Green Gridiron is your one-stop shop for all things football helmets, whether you're a player and want to upgrade your fit with the latest helmet style, or just a collector that's always wanted to customize his own helmet. Green Gridiron
Look at that.
has you covered. Look at that. Look at that.
This
Beautiful.
is one of
Look
the
at
things
that.
I'm
Look at
most
that. Look at
proud
that.
of having. My gold helmet for winning a fantasy football league.
That is so cool.
By far the coolest trophy I've ever won.
I mean, if
in a
you look at the
fantasy
caps
football
off helmet behind us, I don't know if you could see it. It is ridiculous. From every little detail, Green Gridiron nailed it. They made it and tailored it exactly to what we wanted.
Even
it is
more than what we
beautiful,
wanted. Yeah.
and it was carefully created and made. And yours can be that same exact way.
They're
Yours
very
can be
creative
very
people.
tailored
We
to
saw
that.
the design team at work. They're very creative. It's
It's
actually
unbelievable. So you can have a caps off helmet for the holidays right now. So make sure to go to greengridiron.com right now to pick up a custom mini or full-sized helmet just in time for the holidays. We absolutely love these guys. We love what they do. We know you're going to love it too. And just good people. That was
Great
a bar,
people,
right?
great
That was
people.
crazy.
Bars.
Are they like a licensed?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They have the
NFL
NFL
players
license, yeah.
can wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
they're,
literally
like,
ship
safe?
out helmets for NFL teams,
Do
college
they-
football teams to use every week.
Do they do any of the science like of making the helmet safe, or are they?
No, they're not.
so they just-
Are they like
Yeah. But you can get
body,
safe
like
for
a paint
once.
and body shop for
like,
a car, not like
when
an
we
actual
when we were
mechanic?
when we were there touring last week, there were certain NFL and college football teams they like labeled on it like really big ones and really big games that you might have been to. That there was like face mask labeled because they had to paint them because they all got
That's sick.
shipped. and equipment managers.
I think
on
the
them. It's
craziest
pretty
part
cool.
also about that is, and we've said this so many times, is that I don't think people understand how much you can customize a helmet.
Yeah.
So with the holidays coming up, I would love to be gifted a custom
You
helmet.
can literally
Like,
do anything you want. It's
big
pretty
or
cool.
small, man
talk
cave
to
or
Dad,
not,
just-
putting it on your mantle. It's one of the coolest holiday gifts. So with the holiday season coming around the corner, make sure to go to greengridiron.com, get a custom helmet, check out what they're doing. They're doing some amazing work, and we just love them as people. They're amazing.
Incredible. Good people. Good
Jack
people.
get pissed.
Well, see, I lost it now.
No, you'll find it. You
I've
just gotta get
lost it.
going.
I
It's really
lost it.
easy.
Can you guys get me
Trust
going?
Like it's really easy to just get going when you have
I
a team that had
do-
Super Bowl aspirations.
I can get it going.
Similar to me, and now you guys are just as fucking pathetic as the Jets.
Brock Purdy's a fucking fake ass bitch. He's the
didn't
worst
even-
quarterback
see,
in the
that does
NFL. All right,
absolutely
well, I
nothing.
don't know.
because that's not going to work for him. It's
All right,
like
sorry.
what he has
Sorry.
to deal with
What-
is that
I just
CMC
tried.
looks terrible. Kyle Shanahan's offense looks
Terrible.
terrible.
Yep.
The entire vibe in the 49ers is
It's
terrible.
terrible. It's fucking
and you
terrible,
were supposed to
yeah.
be a Super Bowl contending
We
team.
were supposed
and
to
you're a
run it
clown.
back,
You're a
yeah.
clown show joke now.
It's a clown show
Clown
of
show
an organization. It's a clown show run place. The reason I wasn't going to give a moment of respect is because Kyle Shanahan doesn't deserve my fucking respect right now. The Niners organization deserves nothing. They don't deserve any of my support.
Wow.
This has been a season from hell for the 49ers right now. And granted, my hell is not as bad as yours, Pat. Your hell is a deeper,
Thank you for acknowledging
a
that.
deeper depth, a
Appreciate
deeper
that.
level that I
It's
hopefully
nice
will
to
never
see-
know.
It's nice
You'll
to see
never
there's
find-
levels.
there's levels
always
to
in
this
the
shit.
I'll never
Yeah.
find that hell, and
There's levels to
I'm
this shit.
glad. I'm fortunate that I'll never find
Orange
that hell.
flames, not
But
blue
I'm in the worst hell of my life right now, and
Yeah.
we've had terrible years, terrible seasons in my entire life.
I don't know about terrible
but
years.
right now, like, let's start in the offseason, all right? Brandon Ayuk is being a little diva, a little fucking bitch, complaining and moaning about not getting paid. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go play with my buddy Jaden Daniels in Washington. I want to go to the Steelers. I want to go to Pittsburgh. And then we finally make him happen. We re-sign him. And then he plays like fucking dog shit, and he gets hurt. He's out for the year. That's just one of the injuries we have, right? Like today, fast forward to the Packers game, 10 of our day one starters are out for the game. And it's insane.
Wow. Really? 10?
Yeah, 10 guys that include
Where?
include Mitch Wisnowski, our punter. He's hurt.
That's
We've had to go through 3 kickers
Mike
this year,
Wisnowski?
which is incredible. Yeah, Wisnowski, he's an Australian, good Aussie boy. But we've dealt with so many injuries this entire year. It's insane. And you fast forward, and then, all right, week 1 comes around. You're like, all right, Christian McCaffrey's not going to play. He's a little bit hurt. I don't trust this fucking training staff for the life of me. I don't trust them with a lick.
I wouldn't.
Because they said, oh, he's going to be out like a week, maybe 4. We'll put him on the IR. 4 weeks, he's done. It's 10 weeks. He comes back. He looks slow as hell. He doesn't look good. He looks bad. He looks really bad. And then once Christian McCaffrey comes back, Jordan Mason, the guy that we were like, he looks really good. He looks like young Marshawn Lynch running motherfuckers over. He's gotten 3 carries total in the last 3 games.
3?
Yeah, 16 yards, 8 yards, and 6 yards.
He looks good though. The one running against the Packers. looked
Every
good.
run he's made since Christian McCaffrey's come back has been great. But Kyle Shanahan has too big of a fucking ego to realize that, hey, maybe McCaffrey's not that healthy, he's not playing that well. We should play Jordan Mason a little bit more. And then today comes around, and we're rolling out Brandon fucking Allen, who hasn't he hasn't thrown a football in an NFL game since 2021. And he comes in. Well, I realized, what's that on his finger? Oh, he broke his finger 2 weeks ago. And we have Josh Dobbs, electric Josh Dobbs, the fucking pastronaut.
He's on your team?
Apparently he's third string.
What?
And we say, you know what, with Trent Williams not playing, what's a good idea? Let's put in a non-mobile quarterback to play today. That's a fantastic idea.
I didn't even
We're just going to let
realize
Josh Dobbs play in front of we're going to let Brandon Allen play in front of a horrible line, whereas Josh Dobbs, if he has pressure, he can escape it and everything. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but
this man has just clearly lost his mind.
This is good.
But
this is the official
this whole year, we have looked good in one game, and it was week 1 against what we know is the abysmal fucking shit-ass New York Jets. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That was the only game the Niners have looked good this entire year. It was week 1. We're in week 12. We haven't looked good since then. We've blown double-digit leads, we've blown fourth-quarter leads to every single divisional opponent. We're last in the division right now. Zero hope. Fred Warner, our fucking leader, our captain, is giving up on the team as well. In the first fucking quarter against the Packers today, I see him giving up on a play. He's just looking he's like, we just give up like a 12-yard run at Josh Jacobs, who's incredible today. But he's just like sitting there, like exhausted.
Can you cash me out of my division winner bet? Because
you
bullshit
should.
that you guys
You
fucking
should.
Randy, did you
talked
get
me
the
into doing
word?
that.
Were you calculating words per second on that
He's-
one? That's the fastest
He's
I've heard
absolutely
Jack speak.
Kyle Shanahan, with his stupid fucking ego and his lack of creativity, has lost this locker room, and it's insane. You have Fred Warner literally like giving up, like, I can't deal with this shit anymore. Neither can I, pal. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. The fall off that has happened this year. And I know injuries happen. They happen. But if you are a damn good head coach, you're this offensive genius mastermind, you find a fucking way. Oh, and the defense, what has been a staple for us all like this entire last 5 years or so, has been fucking dog shit. Nick Sorensen, when this video is posted, when this comes out tomorrow, if you're not fucking fired, I'm flying home Tuesday. I'll make sure that you are not there for the rest of the year. If you catch my drift, this guy fucking stinks. This team lacks any identity. It lacks any motivation. There's no heart. There's no fucking grit. There's nothing that excites me about this team, and the season's fucking over. And I know we're only a game out of the division, but this
Season's over.
But every other team in our division has had games where they look great. We don't have one.
How funny is the vibe change that can happen where
like,
Adam is 5-6, Jack is 5-6, and their mindset could not be any more different. Jack, what is a more embarrassing prediction out of you? 49ers 14-3 or Vikings 0-7?
14-3 is me being more realistic as well.
Exactly.
I could have said 17-0.
Yeah, like that was you trying to find losses on that schedule.
Yeah.
I am proud of you for that moment, though.
I could keep going, man.
You didn't breathe for 3 minutes.
I don't think you missed anything that you could have possibly complained about.
I've known you for a decent while now. I've never heard you speak that quickly with that much pace and passion.
Hey, just so you know, man, it doesn't get better.
It's
It
12
doesn't get
weeks.
better.
It's just accumulated up.
It's probably gonna get
Okay,
worse.
so listen, you could either, it's like the angel and the devil on your fucking
We
shoulder.
still have to play the Bills and fucking Lions.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be one of
There's
them.
8 losses right there on the season. If 9-8 doesn't make the playoffs, we're cooked.
You're gonna be winning.
What happened, man? You guys didn't lose any.
No, it's literally like this team. The Super Bowl hangover, I think, is a real fucking thing, and the Madden curse too. It's not gonna start.
Oh, Madden curse, yeah. Didn't
But
even
like,
think about that too.
but the Super Bowl hangover is a real thing. Like, it's the way that we lost in the Super Bowl last year. I think all of our woes this year do start with that overtime period when Kyle Shanahan decides, it's a great idea. Let's give Patrick Mahomes the ball second in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give the best quarterback maybe fucking ever the ball last in a game to try and win. That's a loser's fucking mentality. And this year it showed that he has no clock management, no creativity at all. He sticks with his guys and his personnel that he likes, even if they're playing like shit. And it's just like it drives me up a fucking wall that I have not seen one adjustment this entire year, and it's been 12 weeks.
You guys said that wasn't a saying when I said it last week.
What?
The up a wall, getting driven up a wall.
No, it's up. It is.
Yeah, but someone was like, that's not a saying.
Probably Adam.
Yeah, probably was. He doesn't know English.
No, I just don't know the saying.
But I just can't deal with
Yeah, no, life's tough, Jack. I like Adam saying, devil and angel. Adam will tell you there's hope. I will tell you that
There's
it's dark despair is all that lies in your future.
There's hope.
Yeah.
No, there's not. You're gonna lose to the Lions. You're gonna lose
I
to the
do.
Bills.
I do have a spin zone after today, like the one spin zone I can have. Can I give it?
Is it firing Kyle Shanahan?
No. Well, if he gets fired, great. If he doesn't get fired, great. Whatever. It's just whatever. But it's very obvious that Brock Purdy could be a huge reason for the Niners' like success or whatever you want to call it when he's playing this year. Like, it's so obvious that our team has no fight, no heart. We have no fucking identity on offense. Everyone always says in this offense, plug in anybody. They'll play fucking well. Brandon Allen had 2 fumbles, an interception. He looked like fucking trash.
Yeah.
Purdy. I'm telling you, if Brock Purdy doesn't play quarterback for us this year, we probably have 2 or 3 wins right now. They are not a good football team.
Yeah,
they are
I've heard enough of the
football
49ers.
team.
I'm gonna
I'm
check
done with
Jack
it.
here. I think he said everything you could say about the 49ers.
No, I think that was the
issues.
last thing. It was my spin zone that, hey, the Niners found our guy at quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't just plug and play anyone in
No.
the system. You can't. Simply can't.
Yeah, Brock
Love
Purdy.
you, Brock.
Guy's good.
Get healthy, please. Or Brock Purdy. So I don't trust our fucking trainers worth a lick.
Yeah. Stay hurt,
Brock
get a
Purdy's
draft
little
pick.
shoulder injury might linger for the next 7 weeks. And
Stay hurt, get draft
He
picks?
stays hurt.
Travis
You
Hunter?
know, nope. Who turns the season around for the San Francisco 49ers? Who just got cut? Who got released? Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes.
Daniel Jones comes to San Francisco, wins us a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's the last thing on planet Earth.
Could
that
you
will
imagine
happen.
that, though?
No, I
Would be
actually
funny.
literally
Would be
cannot
funny.
Imagine it. Literally can't imagine.
Would be
it.
funny, though.
It would be very funny,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's
Quarterback controversy in San Francisco between Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy.
who would have thought? Who would have thought?
All right, anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, Adam, how are you feeling? I know you're feeling high and
I
mighty,
Well,
right?
feel
was
my
just-
chest tight.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna
feel,
say this.
yeah.
Just there were officially it was about 8 minutes of nonstop, and I.
It's
I'm
been 12
actually-
weeks accumulated, so it's like less than a minute per week if you think about that.
No, that's fair. It's
So,
I'm just
welcome.
concerned because
You're welcome
you
for
went,
consolidating
You
it.
were right back up with fucking Danny Dimes, and like I thought you were just gonna end it right.
No,
in
There's
the-
always
that
a
is the
spin zone,
opposite of
Adam.
on the way out. Like if
Adam, if
Jack
I'm
is
counting on
in a
Daniel
place,
Jones.
yeah, if he's in a place where he's hoping that Danny Dimes is
I
the
think-
savior of the season, that is about as dark of a place as you can get.
Think about that.
We have different thoughts then.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why you're. I mean, yeah, I know why you're hopeful.
That was
Talk
me
about
trying
your-
to
your
spin
team.
zone something.
Yeah,
I
that's
actually,
cool.
I was talking about Daniel
I
Jones.
actually feel like
I
I'm going to
actually
have a
think
heart
if
attack.
if the Niners went and got Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy happened to be out, they're a good team. The Niners. I don't think Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback in the right
Shanahan's
system.
needs a mobile quarterback.
Daniel Jones won a playoff game.
A
Like,
playoff game.
with a terrible supporting cast.
It was pretty bad, but he still had Mr. Saquon Barkley, who should win fucking MVP this year. We can get into that.
We can talk about that.
Same
I want to
thing.
talk. I want to talk. I want to put a bow on what you said though.
Yeah.
What?
I was saying that was a pretty good transition by you guy. No, what? Wrap a bow.
I was just gonna. I was gonna extend my condolences.
I appreciate you, man.
We all have had a crash out. Your crash out officially came, and
I was hoping it
feel
would
for
never.
you.
I would hope.
Yeah, I
hoping
don't
it would
feel
never
bad.
Come. No, I think you guys are kind of.
some men just want to
waiting
watch
on
the
it.
world burn. Pat,
Yeah.
Me.
like you,
yeah,
you
I-
fucking dick.
But Pat should honestly.
no. No one should be able to fucking root for their friends to be ass. All right.
Jets fans absolutely.
I
have
want
that
you
right.
guys to be as miserable as I am. I want you to feel
Like,
the
but like I
emotions
said at
feel.
the very start of that rant, I'm
Yeah.
in hell, and
Yeah.
there are depths to hell. You are
Yeah.
at the bottom. Of
I'm
hell.
like Satan's favorite prisoner.
I'm dapping up Satan real quick. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
up?
He's
like,
looking
welcome.
at me every day, laughing, cackling, burning.
He's like, you're
my
never
hair
gonna get
out.
out of this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, how did I come back into this? Adam, make us happy. Talk about the fucking Dolphins.
I want to talk about Saquon.
Oh yeah, no, I think Saquon Barkley is the MVP this year. He should run away with it, in my opinion. He's been by far the best player in football.
Lamar Jackson.
Runaway is crazy.
Saquon Barkley is on pace for over 2,100 rushing yards, which has never been done in history. There have been a few, I think there's like 6 or something we said, 2,000-yard rushers in the league. That has happened before. No one's rushed for 2,100. It's insane. It is
on
insanity
pace is
what this
one
man is
thing.
doing.
What he finishes with is a vastly
If
different thing.
he sets
but-
if he sets the all-time record for rushing yards in the NFL, you have to give him the MVP.
You
right?
can't not.
Well, Saquon.
Like what the fuck needs to happen then for a non-quarterback to win?
At that point, it's all right. Let's give an award for best quarterback.
Exactly. Change the award name.
Well,
It's
what
not
I think is, first of all, Saquon coming off 26 carries for 255 yards on the ground and 2 tutties. Also 4
302
receptions
total
and
yards.
47 yards through
Yeah,
the
he
air.
also had
All
a,
right, you want me to put this in? Wait, what were you gonna say?
Didn't he
Sorry.
also have a receiving touchdown? Or am I
You
tripping?
did. Yeah, you
So,
had 3 total touchdowns.
3 total
He-
touchdowns.
no,
almost
he did
300
not.
yards.
You want me to
He
put
did
this
not have a
in
receiving
perspective? Saquon Barkley Saquon Barkley Sunday against the Rams had 302 total yards of offense. That is more than 8 NFL teams this week. Can you name the 8 NFL teams who
No.
had less yards on Sunday than Saquon fucking Barkley?
Patriots.
Patriots are
We
one of
fucking
them.
throttle cock.
They had 269.
Cardinals.
Cardinals had 298.
Wow,
Raiders.
just under.
Raiders had more.
Okay, now it's just time to think of teams that got
were
blown
shit.
out. It is like a little tougher. Why am I blanking?
I mean,
on
come
the
on.
games that got
We
played?
thought Mr. Cutlets.
Oh yeah, that's the
Giants, yeah,
that one's
245.
obvious. That one's
Saquon
super
has
obvious.
had more than all these.
That's got to be a wake-up call for the G-men. The guy you let go just had more yards than your
You're looking
entire
at him.
team.
The Niners.
Really? Wow.
Niners had the least amount of yards today.
Did the
241.
Seahawks also? in that
Seahawks
game?
had
That was-
285.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a stinker of a game. So how many were we missing?
So did the Cardinals.
You're missing. You're missing one.
I already said Cardinals.
Oh, you said the Cardinals?
Yeah.
2, 3 teams.
And
Whoa.
Steelers or Browns? One of them.
Neither.
Really? They
Yeah.
both had over 300 in
Yep.
the snow. Good for them. That's sick.
302.
That's actually pretty crazy. It's funny, like
Broncos
I just
played.
watched every single
Raiders had
game.
more.
Didn't move off the couch.
Yeah.
Blanking on the matchups right now.
All right, I'll give it to you guys. The Rams,
Colts.
Bang.
and most overrated fucking team in football,
The Texans.
the Texans.
Wow, they put up 27 points.
Texans
Saquon
had
less than 300 yards.
260 total yards of offense.
Saquon
Jeez
had
Louise.
more than all those teams?
Yeah, Saquon had more yards on Sunday than the Cardinals, Giants, Rams, Niners, Colts, Patriots, Seahawks, and Texans.
You said it best. The fact that the Giants are on that list and Saquon had more total yards than them is ridiculous.
Saquon, please, if he does hit 2,100 yards, he has to win the MVP.
I want to go back to that
has to,
point.
Yeah.
right?
I think you could make this. It would be the first time that you could really make the case that he is the most valuable player to a team that is potentially the number one seed in the NFC.
And I know
like
the
at 9
name-
and 2, that is legit.
Here's the thing: is I know the name in it is most valuable player, and we know that quarterback is the most valuable position in all of sports, right? I get it, but like if this dude is having the best year any running back has ever fucking had, and he does not win the MVP,
Yeah.
what do you have to do? Like,
Well, I actually think the award itself might get tainted if he does have 2,100 and it still goes to a quarterback. Now, granted, if Lamar does keep this pace up, that's a different story.
Yes.
100%.
Because if they are the number one seed in the AFC,
I mean,
and
he's
Lamar,
on pace for
like,
what, 3 interceptions all year.
Lamar is ridiculous. Lamar's
He's on pace right now to
4,500
have, like,
yards,
4,500 yards, 45 touchdowns,
1,000 rushing
1,000
yards,
rushing
like,
two
yards,
picks.
That
two
would be
picks.
crazy. That would be
Yeah.
insane.
I could get that, but I just want the running back.
What
to
would
get
it
I
take
don't
for
know.
Lamar to not get it if Saquon keeps this pace?
He would have to start turning the ball over a lot more. Like, honestly, if he has, like, let's say 3 more games like he had against the Steelers, 2 more games
He would
like
have to
the
stop
Steelers.
passing as efficiently as
Is
he
there
has.
something to be said about the Ravens not winning the division?
No.
I mean, here's the thing, though. Let's say the Eagles.
I also still think they will
If the
win
Eagles
the
somehow
division.
win out and they go fucking 15-2, like if they go 15-2
And
because they have the
Saquon has
best,
2,100, he's the
yeah,
MVP.
and
it has to
they
be.
have the best offense in the NFL or something like that. Like then it's like okay, it's gonna be tough.
Well,
though.
the award, like I said, like it's at some point, like last year showed us the most. Like it is very much we know it's an MVP award and a quarterback award, but last year showed us the most with Lamar Jackson.
He didn't even have a good year.
He had a
didn't.
horrible
and
year.
Christian
objectively,
McCaffrey had one
like-
of the best seasons. we've
And
seen.
Tyreek, like in terms of rank, and Bronk, and Dak had good years. Like all these quarterbacks had better years. Their team wasn't as good. So the Ravens being the number one seed,
Well, the Eagles are
now,
going to be
right
they're
now,
gonna be
And
the
the
top
Ravens
5
have
team in
4
the
losses
league.
right now.
Yeah.
Like right, yeah. So
I think
it's like,
7-4.
through 12 weeks, you could make a strong case for Saquon Barkley being the MVP. Period.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%. Yeah,
I hope he gets it done.
It would be cool to see.
I like
as much as I don't
Saquon.
like
He
the
seems
Eagles,
like a really
I
nice guy.
But God, you got to fucking feel for Giants fans.
Yeah.
Like the fact that 2 years ago, 2 off seasons ago, the Giants decided we're going to pay Daniel Jones $130 million, and then next offseason let Saquon go.
Yeah.
And now Daniel Jones isn't on the team anymore.
That
Saquon's
is
having the best year
ultimate
ever as a
fumble
running
of all
back.
time. Jesus Louise.
Talk about Brian Daboll coaching himself out of a job.
Like it's just tough. And at the time, I understand because Daniel Jones just won you a playoff game. He looked damn good. I think he had 5 picks that whole year, something like that. He looked pretty fucking good that year. So yeah, if you're gonna pay someone, you do pay the quarterback typically. But like, because at that
He was
point,
never the guy. Like I don't care who you are. I watch enough football. I'm not a guy in the front office.
But he looked-
Everyone fucking knew to
But
not
that
give
was
Daniel
the first.
Jones
But that was
$160
also the
million.
first year with
No,
Daboll,
okay.
and you're like,
No, I don't care.
They
No.
overexceeded.
No.
But now in hindsight,
No.
2020, I know.
Yeah, no, hindsight and
because
foresight was
the
2020.
contract at the time, yes, was bad, but you give contracts and then players get paid more and then it drops down. Like it wasn't that bad coming off a playoff win.
Dude,
He
there's
had
not a
made
single
plays.
person on planet Earth who
Now-
thought that Daniel Jones could win a Super Bowl.
No.
So then why fucking pay him the money?
At
If you
the
don't think he can
time,
win a
if you
Super
could
Bowl,
build around
why give him
if
money?
You could build around Daniel Jones.
Because
properly.
at that but at that point, the Giants had some hope. They're like, all right, Brian Daboll, wow, he's the guy that made Josh
He
Allen
was
the
coach
first
of the
year.
year, yeah,
he wins coach
like-
of the year. The first year with Daniel Jones that he has, they go to the playoffs. They win a playoff game. Like he looks efficient, then he gets. I think the injury last year really fucked.
You know
his
what's
head, too.
crazy?
Like,
And I was just trying to think about this. Like, because there's another team doing it right now, but like a team comes out, has a pretty damn good fucking year, and then they just regress tremendously the following year. Why is that? Tape on them? Like I was
Are you
talking about
trying
the
to be
Giants.
Oh, I thought.
No. This wasn't a
I thought you
Niners
said-
thing.
Same. I thought he was just like
No,
poking
no,
fun of you.
no. This wasn't a
what I
Niners thing. But like the Giants won the playoff game, then they got worse. Then the Texans last year looked like a dominant team. We think they're going to come out this year and be a dominant team again. And then CJ Stroud looks like fucking ass.
Oh, he
and
looks
the team
awful.
looks like ass.
Yeah. It's got to be
how does
tape.
this-
It's got to be tape.
Is it a tape
right?
thing? I'm not even trying to be
maybe
an
it's
I'm
'cause
just
CJ
like
Stroud's
actually asking.
buddy podcasting with fucking Mike and Parsons like all off season long. Like I don't know what it is.
CJ Stroud is all over social media. He doesn't seem focused enough.
We can be on social media.
I love that take out
Yeah.
of people like us. Who just like, these guys are on social media. They don't care about winning the game.
I mean, is it fair to say that athletes need to stop having podcasts?
Yeah, it is fair to say.
I
that. Leave
Leave it to the idiots.
Leave it to
Leave
people
it to
that-
the dumb
that
white
couldn't
people that
achieve
can't get
stuff.
on the field.
We have no NFL aspirations whatsoever. That's
Do
why
we look like athletes?
This is the closest
kinda
that I
do.
will come to ever being in the NFL, and it's sitting here with you two bozos talking about the fucking guys
Yeah.
doing it on Sundays.
And I don't want Debo, what are you doing? Stop podcasting, please. You look horrible this year. You look terrible.
If you're in the middle of the season, I don't get it.
All right, I want ass or kind of ass to fill in when I say these players that don't have podcasts. CJ Stroud,
Ass.
Kind of ass.
kind of ass. Micah Parsons, hurt
and ass.
/ kind of ass.
No, he's still good when he plays.
Travis Kelce,
He's been
Mid.
good. He's good.
Debo
Ish.
Samuel,
Ass right now. Ass.
Fred Warner.
Oh, he's the highest graded linebacker on
still
PFF.
really good.
But he's the captain of the defense, and the defense has been fucking
He also
ass.
fits my narrative right now. Aaron Rodgers on McAfee.
Ooh.
The worst.
Satan.
Yeah.
I love you, Jack, and I love what you guys are doing, and I love the content, but Marlon Humphrey kind of fucking blows
been
right
bad
now.
this year.
I
He's
mean,
been bad
that's
this year,
just
yeah.
fair. Love what you do. And then bringing it to the other sport, Paul George.
Dude, that was the
Always
funniest-
hurt.
He literally clickbaited his own team's downfall. I saw a tweet that had that tag to it, but like the thumbnail of his podcast was like players only meeting leak. It's like that. You're the leak.
You are there's no leak.
You're
just
just
telling
talking about it,
everyone.
dude. It's not a leak. It's Paul George coming out and being like, "Yeah, man, that shit was said, and that's why we suck." I don't
That
know,
private players meeting. Actually, I'm going to tell. They're never going to have a private players meeting after
dude.
that.
I don't like it. I love retired athletes having
I
podcasts.
love JJ Redick.
Like, they're all awesome because it is really objectively cool to hear guys that played the sport talk about the
And
sport.
I still enjoy like listening to Debo's podcast and stuff like
No,
that.
it's
It's just
it's
like
I
great.
just think
It's
it's such a
it's just-
fucking awful look when
It's
Micah
become a
Parsons
distraction.
is chatting up with a guy that just skunked him
dude
on the field.
when
and
they
they're just-
played when the Eagles beat the shit out of them. He like literally
Yeah, Darius
later
Slay,
that
right?
week has Darius Slay on his podcast, and he's just buddy laughing it up with them.
And it's like, again, we are so
What happened to the league? I love
we are
it.
so the three guys not in the league that just like are pretending these aren't like normal people that have friends and like just want to talk about
And
shit.
it
with their
actually
friends.
has
And
nothing
we're
to do
out
with
here
their
like, no,
ability.
you should want to kill the guy across from you, and it's all bad blood, and he's part of that team, you're part of this team, you have your back.
And
like,
it's like-
but it's
Yeah,
like they're all just human beings at the
No,
end
they
of the
are.
day. And
They
here
are.
we
They
are.
are.
Just like,
They
"Hey,
are.
get this
No,
podcast
no,
mic out of their
no,
face.
they
And
are
it's a
human
fun outlet
beings.
for them.
They are human beings, but fucking win games and perform, and
Yeah.
then you can.
Oh,
talk.
you know who else has one? Amon Ra. Good though.
But
Yeah.
he's good.
However,
With his brother,
Equanimous.
yeah, not great.
One of my
Yes.
favorite things,
Not great.
another kind of similar thing, is like when like the Jets will post on Instagram, the whole comment section is just like, you're not allowed to fucking post until you win a game.
It's like, hey,
Take this down. Like,
You're
we're not
talking to
posting
some-
until you win.
You're talking to some 23-year-old that's making $40,000 a year, living in a 500 square foot studio apartment in East Village. Like,
I know those poor
You're
poor
not-
guys just got to eat shit.
It's like that's not their fault,
No.
man. They just get
It's our fault.
They're trying to make a living.
One other thing on just like this reminded me of the comment I read to you guys earlier. So on my Jets video bitching about Woody Johnson, someone comments, Jets fans only have themselves to blame. What do I have to do with the success of the team? I'm gonna blame the owner, the GM, and the player.
Yeah.
The guys that are on the field making plays, the guys that built the team to go make the plays, and
ones
then
that
the
own the
owner that
team.
pays them all to do it. Like, I can't control anything.
Hey,
guy-
you should. To be fair, you should have never given yourself hope, but you need to. It's the one time you could.
It's all no. That's my job as a fan is to believe.
Did the guy have a profile picture or numbers attached to his?
I don't know. I didn't give him the
No
time of
chance
day of
that it's
responding
profile.
to
Yeah,
it.
one or the other.
But now here I am actually doing it
either
on
like-
camera, so maybe this is even lamer. But
No, it's pretty
I don't
good.
know. I thought that was the stupidest comment I've ever read in my life.
So funny though.
Only have yourself to blame. What do you mean? For
believing in my
I
team.
actually can't contribute anything to our success or failure except yelling into a microphone.
No, I actually think that I contribute because if you watch me ever like during a close game, I'll be knocking on wood like it's my fucking.
Yeah, no, I have a job to
Like,
play,
No,
but
I'm superstitious.
Yeah,
yeah, no, I'm definitely
super
superstitious. But I think there are other people that should
I'm, like,
shoulder
mad
more of the
superstitious.
What
blame
else
than I
happened in
do.
Week 12?
The Dolphins look good. Talk about it.
Yeah,
Stop just like sitting
just
there
go.
like
You've
blue
been
balling
waiting.
us.
You've been waiting.
Blow your load, buddy.
chaps.
God, he's so annoying.
Can you give me a good dolphin
so
noise? Though?
annoying.
No, do the.
You've
You've done better.
Do you remember when every single person, every Twitter doctor, every person who thinks they know shit about shit said, "Hey, Tua, you should retire"? Do you remember that?
Yes,
you guys remember that?
I said that
Yes.
as well.
Why are you guys not supporting this? This is fun.
No, because we're miserable. This is like exactly what we want to have.
All right,
and we
well
don't
then
get.
fine. I'll be
I
happy.
hope he gets a third one. Sorry, what?
No, wow.
That's. It would have been his 5th, actually. Jeez.
Who's counting?
It's fine, because I have a message to every single person that said Tua should retire. I just spit everywhere. But fuck you, all right?
Okay.
Fuck you. What?
Okay,
No, what
okay.
the fuck do you know? Nothing. I know it all.
What do you know?
Tua since week 8. Pure hooper hours. Dude has been balling. There may not be a better quarterback outside Patrick Mahomes since week 8.
Lamar Jackson had one bad game.
They both played really well.
They've both been unbelievable. Tua since he came back from concussion protocol. He is
move.
Sorry, it's fun.
It's always a jerk.
Tua
Sound to
since
me
he's
is like
come
such-
back.
it's like nails on a
is
chalkboard.
130 of 172 for 1,300 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, and 1 INT. That's MVP numbers.
That's really
You're
good.
talking 4 weeks.
It's a good 4
That's a
week
crazy
stretch.
11
Don't-
TD,
don't
11
try
to
take
1,
that away
1,300
from him.
yards.
I'm
You wish
trying.
fucking
Let him have
someone
it.
could do that, all right?
Let him- I wish-
He's got the
I wish
best
my
completion
quarterback did
percentage
that.
and passer rating since then. That's ahead of Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts,
Can you
who
give me the
everyone's
numbers
fucking.
on those?
He has a 116.2 pass rating. Don't have the completion
What about-
percentage, but
I saw 76.2. I got you.
exactly. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's crazy. Only 2 NFL quarterbacks have thrown a touchdown pass in at least 10 straight starts. Lamar Jackson,
Tua
Tagovailoa.
Ah, fun one. Is that all you got?
Nope. Top 4 in touchdown percentage. 3rd most touchdowns behind Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Only 1 INT, which is 4th, obviously. Lowest interception percentage. And then in the last 2 weeks, he's 605 passing yards, 7 TDs, 0 INTs, a 128.5 passer rating, and blonde hair.
Ow.
And blonde hair.
And
That's hot.
He completed the sleeve too, right?
Full sleeves.
Yeah.
Double sleeves, blonde hair.
I think what he was missing the whole time was some symmetry. You got to
Yeah,
just
that was
double
his balance
sleeve it
was
up.
off.
Now he's bound. Now
Double
he's good.
force fields.
And if you watch, you were showing me his throws last week. If he's
Right-handed, I mean, it looks so fluid.
he looks like Josh
There
Allen.
might not be a better pure pocket passer in the NFL over these last 4 weeks than Tua. So take out all your emotions,
last 4
take
weeks,
out all
yeah,
your preconceived notions about Tua. Genuinely tell me right now, in these last 4 weeks, who has been better than Tua in the pocket passing the ball?
Patrick Mahomes.
I don't care. Tua's been really good. You're going to find out. You're going to fuck around and find out when it's 20 degrees in Lambeau on Thanksgiving and you guys get absolutely skunked
Oh, that's
because
in
Tua
Lambeau, huh?
doesn't know how to play in the cold.
No.
It is going to be a
You know what they said to
next
Tua?
week.
You know what they said to Tua this week? They were like, I don't remember exactly what the question was, but he said, I'm ready to kill the
Hey, Adam,
narratives.
Adam,
all right?
can I-
He knows that people are talking
I
about
have-
this cold weather shit.
I have 3 questions.
Tua's been fucking legit.
I just have 3 questions for you, and they are one-word answers each one. Can you just answer them for me, really quick? What state did Tua grow up in?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. And what state did he go to college in?
Alabama.
And what state does he currently reside in?
Florida.
So you're telling me he can go up to Lambeau?
Yeah, he's going to kill the narratives. Bro, Tua just played in Buffalo and had a good game. Like,
Yeah, but that was
That,
like early
was
November.
that was like a month ago.
that was 2 weeks ago.
Will
Oh, it
he
was only
be
2 weeks.
wearing?
Feels way
Do you think
longer.
he'll be wearing long sleeves? And if so, does blocking his tattoo
Sleeve,
sleeves
ooh.
cause a potential issue?
It's fair, but he
'Cause the
wore...
balance.
What's the thing that everyone's freaking
The
out?
mop?
Shiesty.
Yeah,
Mop?
yeah,
Shiesty.
yeah,
Oh,
that, the
shiesty. He wore
shiesty. Yeah,
shiesty.
he wore that
He looked
in the
dumb.
dome. He looked stupid.
Is he allowed? Is he allowed to wear a shiesty?
Tua's been fucking unreal.
He's been really good. He's been really, really good.
He has been awesome.
and everyone that was
I'm
saying he
happy
should
for him.
retire,
Hey,
fuck you.
if
Fuck
y'all-
you.
I'm happy for
Say
him.
fuck you for me. please.
Fuck you.
Pat.
Actually, well, I'm telling
Feels
you to
wrong.
myself.
Yeah.
Can I put in a waiver or like a claim to be a
Clause
bandwagon?
is the word you're
a
looking
clause?
for, I
Can I
think.
put in a? If you guys beat the Packers on Thanksgiving, can I join the bandwagon because my season's over? It's either you guys or the Bills. I'm telling you, for the rest of the season, it's either Dolphins or Bills, and you've got it.
I already claimed the Lions bandwagon.
I'll send it up to the higher ups. I'll see what they can do.
Okay,
If
you
they
let me
can-
know.
if
Yeah,
they can approve
and
the
because we're
application.
gonna lose by 50 to the Bills on Sunday Night Football. Why the fuck is that not flexed out? But we're gonna lose by like 50 to them this week. So
I mean, look.
maybe if we lose to them, the transit.
Look,
rooting
dude, the
power
Dolphins
goes
are
over.
5-6. They have a chance to go into Lambeau to play one of the best teams in the league right now.
put up
Snowy
6 of their
weather,
last 7. The only losses to the Lions.
snowy weather,
25.
rewrite all the wrongs. People talking shit about the Dolphins. They can't win in cold weather. Tua can't play in cold weather. And frankly, like Tua doesn't even need to have a great game. They just need to win this game. Like they need to show that they
new
can run the
identity.
ball because the Dolphins do have a new identity. Like the Dolphins are a vastly different team than years past.
Chan looks so good.
Achan looks different. The Dolphins right now are sustaining super long drives
Hell
right
yeah.
now. They're being super efficient. They're scoring the ball at will. What'd you just say?
Said it's cold.
He just goes, hell yeah. It's
No,
cold.
it's supposed to
It's
snow.
supposed to be
Dude,
20
the Dolphins.
degrees.
You can
what's the wind chill?
I don't know, but it's 33 is the high, 17 is the low. It's a night game, and there's 15-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh.
No
gonna feel like
precipitation.
zero.
Sun
good.
sets at 4:15.
It's all
I'll bet
good.
you there's no clouds. And it's gonna be that's like when it's cold.
Yeah.
There's no clouds. It even feels cold.
Yeah.
Adversity is an opportunity.
Yes.
Good point, Adam.
Yes.
Good point. Can we talk about another young quarterback? That gets
I just feel like I
compared to
only
Jordan
talked
Love a
about
lot?
Tua. Like you guys have no thoughts of the Dolphins at all.
I think you guys are fun and frisky, but my thoughts are what they are. I don't think you guys are like.
Does that change if we beat the Packers?
Yes.
Yes, but I also
I
don't.
I will stroke you guys off next.
I don't
week
know
if
if you
beat the
necessarily
Me
still
too.
make the
Yeah.
playoffs though.
On camera?
Adam, the only thing I don't know if you guys make the playoffs just because the Broncos schedule is a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah.
Like from here on out, it is pretty simple. So like you almost have to win out. I feel like.
Who was the other team with that super easy schedule? Bucs. They were in the NFC.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about
No,
that.
but so we were talking about the Packers. Jordan Love, who's a quarterback that gets compared to him a lot.
CJ Stroud
CJ Stroud.
kind of fucking sucks.
Kind of sucks.
Totally sucks.
Kind of sucks.
Did you have a point there? Or you just
No, it's
that
just
was-
we wanted to talk about that at one point today, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, the Texans and CJ Stroud, like, here's the thing with it. So there are 7 teams that are in the playoffs currently, correct, in the AFC? I think if you had to rank them all, I would put the Texans 8th. The Dolphins would be above the Texans right now.
Yeah.
I think the Texans are the 8th
like
best
that.
team in the AFC. They are not a good football team whatsoever.
They've lost to the Jets and the Titans.
Yeah, that's
And
Let
they-
that
that's
say a lot.
and both those offenses kind of cooked them too.
Cooked. I thought we were back.
Yeah, you
I
had a
was
whole
back.
Jets are back video.
By the
Yeah,
way,
we were
the,
back.
the Titans might be back. I mean, like
Will Levis looked awesome
they
today.
have 4 wins, I think.
Like,
Jesus Christ, Jets are worse
backwatch
than
for
them, too.
Like, dude, it's insane though. Like, what? Like, I didn't. What's? Up
I don't
with
know
the
what happened with the Texans. I genuinely do not know what happened with them.
Yeah, they added talent and got worse.
And I know like Stephon Diggs obviously isn't playing anymore, but you still have
But
Daniil
they,
Hunter
but
that
they,
you
but
added
they
on
didn't
the
have
other
Stephon
side.
Diggs
Like,
last year, and
yeah.
it was Tank Dell and Nico Collins. Now I get it. Nico Collins was out, but now Nico's back, and they're
got
kind
Joe
of
Mixon
good, and then they have
added, too.
Joe.
CJ Stroud is severely regressed.
But Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson had, I think, combined like 5 sacks today, and you still lose to the Titans, who was missing pieces. So L'Jarius Sneed was out. So I'm just struggling to find the correlations between why they suck. And
I have a blind quarterback comparison. Spoiler: this does have to do with CJ Stroud. He's one of them, but you have to guess which one.
Okay.
Are you
I have
ready?
a feeling it's going to be a bad quarterback.
All right. Which player would you rather have for the next 10 years? Are you ready? All right. There's player A, player B, and player C.
I guarantee Brock Purdy's on this list.
He's not. Player A, 214.2 yards per game, 62.
good.
Here, let me send you guys a screenshot.
Yeah, I
so
was
you
going to
do have
say,
it.
dude, this is.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
was the
saying this
worst
because we
student.
have an audio pod. All right, I'm sending. Oh my God, I'm
Sending, good
cracked.
times,
Oh my
good
God.
times.
Okay, so player A, 214.2 yards per game, 62.6 completion percentage, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 84.9 passer rating, 48.9 QBR, and 339 rush yards on the year.
I'll pass on that guy before
All right.
even hearing the next two. But
Player
I will
B.
pass.
Player B has 239.6 yards per game, 63.1 completion percentage, 14 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 87.3 passer rating, 54.3 QBR, 192
pocket
rush
passer,
yards.
And these are all this year's stats?
These are all this year's stats.
Good pocket passer.
So player B, a lot of picks. And then player C has 222.7 yards per game, 61.3 completion percentage, 11 tuds, 6 interceptions, 87.9 passer rating, 62 QBR, which is the best of the bunch, and 113 rush yards. Rank these 3 quarterbacks for me.
Ranking them,
I would go player B, player C, player A would be my ranking.
But they're all, can we all agree that these are all super comparable?
These are all super
They're
comparable.
very comparable
But I hope I
across
don't
the
burst your
board.
bubble.
I'm
if
probably
going
going
to
to go.
Stroud one. But
I might go C first.
yeah, you're an advanced stat slut, so you see that
I
QBR
go
and
C
you're like,
because
oh,
the
it's
QBR and then
62.
a
Well,
pass
9
rating.
interceptions, too, is like a good amount.
Yeah,
I would go
I like my guy to
C.
sling that thing.
I would go C.
Gunslinger.
Ooh, yeah, I'll go CBA.
A's got the rushing upside, though.
Yeah, but like I think one of these is Bo Nix. I'll be honest.
He's not. All right.
Oh fuck.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Player A is Caleb Williams. Player B is CJ Stroud. Player C is Trevor Lawrence.
Jesus. So here's the thing.
So
And always have to
you
remember-
just ranked Trevor Lawrence, then CJ Stroud, then Caleb Williams, and you almost put Caleb Williams over CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Just that like to put in comparison, these three guys are never talked about in the same realm whatsoever.
CJ Stroud was talked about as a top 5 quarterback.
As a potential top 5 quarterback this year. I was even saying that potentially.
After, I think, 2 weeks, people even had
And people like with CJ Stroud, what was the thing that he was awesome at last year? It was completion percentage.
And not turning the ball over.
Not turning the ball over.
He didn't have interceptions.
Well, he's a 63% completion percentage, and he's turning the ball over more than all these guys. It's insane. So,
that's
like,
crazy.
At what point do we talk about CJ Stroud and stop looking at last year? It was just 1 year, his rookie year, and start looking at what he's doing right now. He's not a good quarterback right now.
What changes?
I don't know.
I love how much we overreact. I love how that's like our entire shtick.
But CJ Stroud's been bad all year.
Yes,
but I don't know if this is like a full over. Like it's
it is.
It is.
I mean, guys have down years. Like the
this
Mahomes
is
of
only
the
his-
world don't. But that's why he's like gonna be the greatest of all time.
No, but
he's having a bad year, and he's
But
won a lot
I'm
of
asking
games.
you why, not advanced
I don't know.
stats shit
I
wise.
have
I'm
no
just saying
clue.
eye test. Why do you think that CJ Stroud happens to go from conversation of top 5 quarterback
Lock
against
top 10.
both casuals and advanced ball knowers, both putting CJ Stroud there? So there's got to be a fucking
At
happy
the very
median
worst,
in there.
people had him top 10.
It's 100%.
Yeah.
And now he's being compared to Trevor Lawrence based
And
off
Caleb
of just how he's
Williams.
playing this year. What changed? I don't know. They've
Someone-
gotten better. Joe
Someone
Mixon.
that knows ball better than the three of us, please tell us what changed.
Yeah,
some
somebody
type of
watched
X's
the
and
film.
O's bullshit that explains what has happened to CJ Stroud's game. Because, like we said, he added more talent around him. He has a better run game. He has a better defense. He has better weapons. It's what changed that
Where's
made him
like the
substantially
Emmanuel Watts
worse?
show, like calling out, like, or the Dan Orlovsky review?
I would like Orlovsky to get
I'd
into
like
this.
an Orlovsky review.
That would be nice.
Yeah, or a Chase Daniel
Do you guys like
review.
Orlovsky?
Chase
A lot of people
I
don't.
love
Adam,
Orlovsky. I
oh my
slurp him.
Yeah.
Adam loves Orlovsky.
I like him.
But then he started
I don't-
shitting on 2 at one point, and then I stopped liking him. So that changed.
But
It's
that was
up
also
and down.
fair at the time.
It was. It's
Yeah.
not anymore, and he hasn't credited him.
Well,
so.
I just wanted to bring that up because, like, the fact that we are bringing up CJ Stroud with Trevor Lawrence and Caleb Williams comparable numbers is fucking insane. And we were
Happy
shitting
for
on
Caleb
Trevor
Williams.
Lawrence and
Happy for
Caleb
Caleb
Williams all year.
Happy for Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
He's a good game.
The Bears do have their quarterback of the future with
Yeah.
them. Like he's
Like I
he's
mean
good.
that throw that he made
Oh
on
my
the last
God.
drive, like it was right perfectly over the defenders to DJ Moore on the 30 to get him into field
that
goal
was
range.
Heisman level
Yeah,
Caleb Williams.
and
shot.
that ball was on a rope.
So I want to I don't mean to full 180 this, but
No, go.
I feel like we
I just wanted
brushed
to bring it
over a team when talking about a certain player, which is the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, they're
The Eagles
so
are
sick.
fucking 9-2
Oh my
right
God,
now.
they're so good.
Like the Eagles are a team that everyone should be afraid of. I might even go as far as saying that the Eagles are the best team in the NFL right now.
Whoa, over the line.
I said I might. I'm not going to. But I can make an argument for it, and I think the Eagles right now are playing football where they're getting better at the right time. I'm afraid that the Lions
Might have
have
peaked already.
plateaued and are going to be playing at this level and can fall off. I don't know when it's going to happen.
They haven't played like a real competitive team in a few weeks.
But
so it's
the
like,
the NFL is about like, can you get hot at the right time? And I think the Eagles are finding that identity again at the right time through Saquon.
7 straight
No
wins.
Devontae Smith, 7 straight wins.
Yeah.
Defense looks legit from 2 cornerbacks. So
the fact that those 2 rookies have come into their own this quick already is nuts.
and was Jordan Mailata healthy tonight?
Yeah,
he
you got
played tonight.
bulldozed by
did
Jared
he?
Verse.
Jared
That's all
Verse,
I
that
remember.
was the craziest thing.
He
Oh
just
my
ran
God.
him over.
But I just to me when I see the Eagles, I see. Don't yell at me.
I'm gonna yell. at
Hands down, I see the Eagles as the second best team in the NFL right now. I will take the
I
Eagles
don't-
over the Chiefs right now.
I don't
hate
hate
that.
it.
I-
I think
yeah.
if the Eagles played the Chiefs right now, I probably think the Eagles beat them by easy a touchdown.
Like you guys could say all you want. I'm still putting $1 billion on the Chiefs.
if
with
it's
Pat
Eagles
Mahomes.
Chiefs Super Bowl, I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes. Right?
I
If
think
it's a
there's
game
a-
that matters for anything, if it's a normal regular season game, maybe not.
Well, that's the hard part because again, I come down to like in big
still
games,
taking
it's
the
going
Chiefs.
to be coaching and the quarterback and the superstars. But the Eagles have more talent, and I
They're
don't.
much
I
more
think,
well-rounded, I would say.
I think the Chiefs are fraudulent. I think the Chiefs are the Eagles of last year. Like,
Nope.
what did we say about the Eagles last year? What
Nope.
did you say about the Eagles last year?
I just had to put on record that I fucking called with the Eagles last year. That was a great intuition by your boy. But it's like the Eagles last year started off so I think they
started off
10-1,
10-1.
but they weren't winning games in convincing fashion. They weren't really impressing you that much. They were just winning, which is exactly what the Chiefs are doing this year.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does
really
matter
does.
because it's,
Honestly, it's also just like more feathers in the cap of the Chiefs of like they know how to win close games. They know like Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm convinced that he's not trying until it's time to start trying and win the game. It's just like as soon as you need him to make a big play, what does he do? Scrambles for 30 yards, puts him in the field goal range, and it's a chip shot for Spencer Schrader to win the game. The Chiefs, I don't care, dude. They're inevitable. They are inevitable.
What obviously happened, though, the Chiefs overlooked the Panthers, as anyone would.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no reason that the worst team in the NFL should be that close to the best team in the NFL.
Any given Sunday.
And I just think the Chiefs are not as good as their record reflects.
Yes,
That's
they
it.
are.
I don't. I think the Chiefs are.
Have you watched football the last 5 fucking years? Nothing's changed. They have Pat Mahomes. They have Andy Reid.
They are inevitable. Things have changed because Travis Kelce's fucking. He's old and fat. Travis Kelce's old and fucking fat and not the same guy. Xavier Worthy doesn't know how to stay in bounds. DeAndre Hopkins is going to have one good game every 4 games, and that might not happen in the fucking playoffs. And then you have Noah
coming
Gray
back, and they got Kareem Hunt, Travis Kelce.
Kareem Hunt, he's good in the system. I don't trust what I'm seeing.
Okay,
I don't trust what I'm
team to
seeing.
win Super Bowl right now, who is it? The Eagles or the Lions? Or sorry, the Eagles or the Chiefs?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
It's obviously the Chiefs.
The Eagles are sick. Don't get me wrong. They're sick, but at the end of the day,
but I don't trust it.
the Chiefs also have elite defense, and then in a close game, you're going to need a guy to lead you on a game-winning drive.
I don't think that defense is as elite as we're saying they are. Bryce Young just carved them up. I don't care how much you overlook a team.
First overall pick, buddy.
We have
put
to
some respect
put
on
some
Bryce
stock.
Young's name. He's been good since he came back.
Can the Chiefs get to the Chiefs that we know? Yes. Are they the Chiefs that we know right now?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
They're not. The thing is, I think we're coming accustomed to the Eagles and Lions beating the living fucking piss out of everybody. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs have the best record in football.
Call me
they
crazy.
They are 10-1.
I
the
think
Chiefs will not be number 2 in my power ranking.
I have bet on the Chiefs live money line so many times this year that I'm kind of becoming a fan. It's like
I was gonna say,
it's just so. I do. It's just so fun knowing everything's gonna go your way. Like, without a doubt, the play that needs to be made, gonna get made. The call that you need from the refs, you're getting that call. It's fun being a Chiefs rooter. I won't call myself a fan.
I can kind of settle this all for a little bit. I have a NFL teams tier list I can rip through if you guys want to hear that.
That's fun. Wait, we haven't done this.
No, I don't think we've done it in a year.
Yeah,
we haven't done it while I've been here. Yeah.
All right.
What are your categories?
I have 10 categories, but you have to hear them when.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah. All right. Here is my NFL tier list after week 12. Ready for it?
Yep.
So, tier 1, Super Bowl champs, Detroit Lions.
Congratulations.
That's it. That's the tier.
Still taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, so good. Far and away the best team.
It's great. Wait, can we just take a second? We're talking about the Detroit Lions as far and away the best team in the NFL.
It's not close.
And we don't know what
Eagles are making it close.
Eagles are making it close.
All right. Next tier, could win the Super Bowl if the Lions get injured. It has the Chiefs, the Eagles, and the Bills.
That feels good to me.
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks ago everyone would have the Ravens in there, but
they've fallen off. But they played tonight though. They played tonight.
Yeah, against the Chargers.
They play against the Chargers.
And that's why I made this before, and I have these 2 teams in the same tier because we don't know who wins it.
Good, smart move.
No, you know who won.
I don't know who won. The field. It was a tie. All right. Next tier, winning a playoff game. I have the Ravens, Packers, Steelers, and Chargers.
I disagree with the Steelers.
Ravens, Packers.
I think the Steelers can win a playoff game.
I'm so back and forth on the Steelers. I think I said they could win the Super Bowl the other week, and now I'm saying I don't know if they'll win a playoff game.
Last week we said that.
Yeah.
I think the Steelers can win a playoff game. No, I agree with that take. I agree with that take. No.
They'll win a playoff game. They'll win a playoff game.
They got good enough defense to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Russell Wilson's been there, done that.
You know what you're getting with the Steelers.
My bad. I overreacted to a snowy game, and Jameis Winston had the powers of God in his body.
It was fun.
So you can't hold that one against the Steelers.
Next tier, happy with making the playoffs. Dolphins.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Let's go.
Broncos, Vikings, Commanders. They're all happy to make the playoff. They don't.
Yeah.
And I'll be real. If you make the playoffs this year after the way you started, you don't need that playoff win this year. It would be nice. It'd be lovely.
It's icing on
But
top.
if you make the playoffs, cool and dandy. Right?
No, I need it. I definitely need it.
I think all those 4 teams.
But
if
if
they
we
make the playoffs, they're
Commanders
pretty happy.
quietly 7-5. Like they've fallen off a cliff recently. Yeah,
but
lost to the Cowboys today.
I don't. This, by the way, doesn't mean that
Cooper
they will
Rush's
make
Cowboys.
This doesn't mean these teams will make the playoffs.
No, I know.
The Vikings will,
I didn't realize how far they.
If you're a
fallen.
Commanders fan, given where your franchise
No,
was,
you're pissed if you don't make the playoffs this year.
No. I'm saying if you just make the playoffs, you'd be happy.
It's given where your franchise. Oh
Dude,
yeah, we
Jaden Daniels, quarterback of the future. People are going to want to play for you. You're good. You're setting a
1,000%.
culture. I'd be happy with it. But also Dolphins.
Next tier. This is the 5th tier. There are 10 tiers in this, by the way. Making the playoffs, but they're not good. Seahawks/Cardinals. Whoever wins the NFC West.
Your tone changed on the Cardinals quickly.
Well, but they're not good. They're not going to win a playoff. They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not
I think
good.
They could maybe win a playoff.
The Texans and the Falcons.
Whoa.
We like the Texans there. I don't believe in them. None of us do.
They'll win the division. They're making the playoffs for sure, but they're not a good football
I would
team.
say they wouldn't make the playoffs if they didn't have the easiest division in the NFL. Like, they're also 7-5, and they get to play the Titans, the Colts, and the Jaguars 2 times each.
I know, it's insane.
That is a cakewalk.
You want to know what's fun is the
they
Jags were
lost
on a
one of
bye
them.
this week, and I totally forgot they existed.
The Jags?
Like, they just fully
Then,
have left my brain.
I had the Falcons there too because they have a lead in the division and that they have a pretty easy.
What was that one again?
It was the making the playoffs, but they're not.
I think
good.
the Bucs could catch them.
They could. They will. And this is the next tier in the hunt, but probably won't make the playoffs. Rams.
But you're in the graphic.
Rams, Colts, and the Bucs.
We talked about.
I think the Bucs are
We
higher.
talked about the Bucs schedule. It was,
But
the
I can't say
easiest
they're
schedule I've ever heard.
permanently making the playoffs.
No, but
You can. I said the Dolphins.
don't you
are
have
making the
like
playoffs.
I don't some type of frisky and fun? Baker Mayfield, dude, is just so much goddamn fun to watch.
If there was
I
their
love
own
that
tier,
man
it's
playing
just like
football.
I love watching them. They're so fun tier. They would
So
be
many
the-
points.
yeah.
I own so much stock in their fantasy.
I think the Bucs are
team.
going to make the playoffs as a wild
Me
card
too.
team.
I think they will,
or
as well.
or win the division
and win a game. I think
Yeah.
they'll win a playoff
They should be
game.
higher. The Bucs
All
should be
right,
higher.
Bucs
next
should be higher.
next tier. Fire your coach for fuck's sake.
Good.
It's the Bengals, Raiders, Niners, and Bears.
Yeah.
Just fire your fucking coach. Peel the Band-Aid
So
off.
it's like you don't know where they are, but if they fire the head coach,
things will
change.
definitely get better.
I don't think the
I'm gonna
Niners should
stand
be
on.
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
This is
stand
just,
on
I
them.
made this
Don't fire
reactionary
him.
being mad.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't believe this.
All right.
The Niners should not be in that.
Next
in that
tier.
bro. That's horrible.
Ass, but Drake May is neat. The Patriots.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he looked irrelevant today against the Dolphins.
But he still looks neat. Like he's
Not against the Dolphins.
He looks
Flashes.
neat this year.
All you're looking for is flashes out of guys like that.
He has
Not
some
against the
flashes.
Dolphins,
He has
though.
he has some flashes. He's had flashes this year. And then the next tier is hug your friend if they're a fan of this team.
Tycho.
So this is where the Bears are in fire your coach for fuck's sake, but they're also in this tier.
Oh, they doubled up.
They doubled the only team to double up on tiers. Something to write home about.
Congratulations, yeah.
Then the Saints, the Browns, the Jets, the Cowboys, and the Panthers.
I almost want my own category. Like wanted to win a Super Bowl. Yeah, thanks. This is nice of you.
Yeah. Grab his ass. Grab his ass. Yeah, he grabbed his butt. And then
good.
the
Hugs feel good.
the last tier is what I like to call tanking for Shador. That is the Giants, the Panthers, and the Titans.
Shador, not Cam Ward.
Shador.
Go Buffs, but not.
I think Shador's the best pro prospect.
No.
right now, but
Shador is
It's
not,
so funny.
as we've
like,
said, not surviving.
I can't
in New
even
York.
want Shador as a Jets fan because I know he would be so bad if he went
Yeah.
to the Jets.
Yeah,
and
horrible.
Deion wouldn't even let it happen. He'd be like, oh, you
Can
think
I
my
review-
son's going to this dumpster fire?
He'd be awesome with the Giants, I think.
Oh, he'd be great with the Giants. He'd
Yeah.
be great.
He's going to be in New York somewhere.
I am. It is fun where I'm getting at now is that I'm tanking for a quarterback. Like the Jets we're one win ahead of the
Have
first
you been
overall
doing
pick.
quarterback college evaluations yet?
Well, no, it's time for me to start. Like
Yeah.
it's
This is a fun. You've been doing this for
it's
a while.
what I
so
do.
this is-
No, it's
yeah.
what I do. I'm a pro. It's this ain't new to me.
What do you look for?
I don't know. I haven't gotten it right yet. I thought Sam Darnold was the guy. I bought that jersey. It was the first Jets jersey I
no.
bought in a while.
Yeah.
So I got that sitting around burning a hole in my drawer. I don't know what to look for. Do you guys know what to look for? Guy good at I loved Jaden Daniels coming into the draft last
Guy
year.
good at football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can they throw the football? That's the starting
Win
point.
games.
Oh, you guys are so drafting Dylan Gabriel.
You think?
Yeah, maybe Carson back. It would be very Jets to pick.
Curtis Rourke?
Ooh,
Just
no,
kidding.
He
He
looks
looks
horrible.
Jack,
He
I
looks so
thought,
bad.
I think you performed at like an 85 to 90% clip on that tier list.
So pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
There
All
were
right.
some pretty spot on ones.
Appreciate that.
I-
think,
or maybe
now
the
that I think
tiers
about it,
itself
I would
made
say
sense.
Titans maybe not tanking because they have 4 wins, sneaky. I would swap them potentially with Jags.
I hate that 4 wins is sneaky.
Yeah,
It's like 4
we thought
wins.
they would be so much better. We thought the Titans were gonna be way better than they are like this year.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't.
Yeah, I also said the Panthers could be sneaky decent. I thought the Giants would make a wild card.
What was your
spot.
worst takes from the
Jeez.
year?
Oh, Giants
got-
would be a frisky wild card team for sure.
I'm getting
Easily
put
the
into
worst.
edits for my Bo Nix take of
It's-
that.
they
He
are
was the most
sick.
obvious bust pick ever. Got that one wrong.
Sick edits, though. Sick
Like I
edits.
just said, I clearly don't know what the fuck
Hey,
to look for
say-
in rookie
go Coes.
quarterbacks. Go Coes. They've accepted me, but to your guys' point of like, what do I look for? Clearly, I have no clue what I'm
I don't
looking
have
for.
bad takes.
I didn't.
Just kidding.
I believe you signed up to run a marathon on Mount fucking Everest because you thought the Dolphins were gonna win the AFC.
Well, to be fair, if we had toured for the last 4 weeks the whole year, then I don't think I'd be going to
I don't
Everest.
have bad takes. This man's gonna die on a mountain because his takes are that bad.
I can't wait till you have too much
Fair
pride to
rebuttal.
take like the helicopter down after it, and you walk 13 days down again.
Such a fair
Are you gonna be gone for
rebuttal.
like a month?
Yeah, wait, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone for like three weeks.
Wait, that's a
3.5
really
weeks.
good point.
Yeah.
I forgot. Like, sure, the walk up stinks. The walk down is way worse.
Oh yeah,
No,
just
the
your
lockdown,
your
it won't be as bad
quads.
at that point.
I can't imagine like muscle recovery is great at 20,000.
And I'd imagine the knees would hurt a lot.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. What do you want me to do?
Why did you do this?
Because he's dumb as fuck.
Like, because you had to have known that the Dolphins probably weren't going to be the 1 seed in the AFC.
He
like,
felt really good,
This
bro.
is something you just like genuinely
In
did
all
want to
seriousness,
do.
I did. I wanted to do it, but I also
You told me
never
before
ran a
that you were like, I kind of want to do it.
I wanted to
never
do it,
ran a
but I also
marathon.
did believe that the Dolphins could be the number 1 seed because the Dolphins just give me 5 seconds.
Run a marathon
Yeah,
before.
but just give me 5 seconds. The Dolphins, before all the injuries last year, were the number 1 seed. So it was like the Lions, right? It's like I know what they did last year. I'm gonna carry over. Didn't carry over.
I want a live stream of this the whole time.
That
would be fun.
impossible,
That'd be fun
But
for
I'll
me.
be making content
what
on,
kind of-
on Mount
dude,
Everest.
I am concerned.
Mount Everest will
for
look
your
sick
well-being.
though. What'd you say about white
I'm
people?
concerned for your well-being.
Oh, I thought you said I'm concerned for white people.
This is white people shit.
This is
Yeah,
white people
this is
shit.
white people shit.
What else we gotta
exact
talk
type of
about?
shit.
I do want to talk about a certain team in Florida, not named the Dolphins.
The Bucs?
The Bucs. I'm a big Bucs guy. I'm not even gonna lie.
We
Like,
are a Bucs podcast.
Yeah, we really are. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are the biggest sleeping giant in the NFL right now.
Really?
And when I say giant, I don't
giant,
necessarily mean that they're going to win a Super Bowl this year. But watch the fuck out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. All right, they just got Mike Evans back, correct?
Yeah,
that's going to be
great.
nice
He
for them
looked
going
healthy.
forward.
Welcome back.
He looks good. He looks good. They can easily win out the rest of their schedule. They're 5-6 right
Who do
now.
they play?
I would not be shocked if they go 11-6.
Do you know their schedule?
Yeah, they play at the Panthers,
Win
at with the Raiders at home,
7-6.
at the Chargers. Could win it.
7-7. I'll just.
We'll say a
Yeah,
loss.
yeah,
We'll
but
be
tough on them.
for
Yeah,
funsies.
yeah.
for
Be tough on
funsies.
But they could win it. 7-7.
At the Cowboys,
8-7.
at home against the Panthers,
9-7.
home against the Saints.
10-7.
They're going to go 10-7 or 11-6.
The Cowboys is a sneaky one away at Jerry World.
that's a weird- that's
But
a
they
weird
could
one.
also. Is
They
the
could
Chargers
eat-
at home or it doesn't
It's
matter?
on the road, but
Yeah,
there's
but
going to
it's
be more
so-
Bucs.
it's so
fans
far,
there.
yeah, it's-
That's
I think
far,
the
bro.
Bucs could easily run the table, and I don't think the Bucs record is very indicative of
Such
the.
a good word.
Thank you. Yeah, the record's not very indicative.
Indicative.
It's such a good
He
word.
doesn't. His vocabulary.
No, I love the word indicative.
No, I know,
It
you
sounds
have
good, too.
You
The
know,
phonetics.
Wow. Okay, that's
That's a good word.
There you go.
Yeah, but
that was
there-
one of those words where you think you know what it means
Yeah.
and you're just gonna let it fly.
Anyway,
Tell me indicative doesn't come off the tongue so well.
the Bucs record is not indicative of how good of a team they are, though. So like, see, it did sound good.
It sounds good.
Here's the Bucs' last 5 losses. Okay, last play of the game to the Niners, they lost. Last second field goal. All right, last drive of the game to the Chiefs. To give Mahomes the ball with any time left, he's going to do that. 5-point loss to the Falcons. They almost came back to win that game. And then you almost came back to beat the Ravens without Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. That was insane that Baker almost had that happen.
yep.
And then an overtime loss to the Falcons where this receiver that I've never heard of took one to the house.
Oh yeah.
That was a crazy
I
game.
don't remember
But
his
those
name.
are the Bucs' past 5 losses. You reverse 3 of them. 2 of them. You reverse 2 of them right now. They're what, 5-6 right now, or 5-6. That bang 7-4. They'd be 7-4 atop the division, and we're talking about them. Man, they could win 13 games.
I love their running back room.
games.
Their running back
Yeah.
room is so
They
fun.
were giving Sean Tucker carries.
Bucky
It's insane.
Irving is so sick.
And on top of all that, too, can we just mention that the Buccaneers are the only team to beat the Lions this year, and it was in Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't
Early,
get talked
though.
about enough.
Early
No.
though. Early.
Early, but the same
still the
same players
Lions.
on that team. I couldn't agree more. I think we've said a couple times in this pod already, but I love watching Baker Mayfield play football.
He's the man.
Arguably more than anyone else. Like just the
But it was
scoring
a little
touchdown-
fast. It was a little
no,
quick.
but it was basically like he was giving a middle finger to the entire fucking crowd. The way
Because everyone there was
it was just like
Italian. It wasn't just a middle finger.
It
It,
was
wasn't
me.
even a middle finger to Tommy DeVito. It was like, hey, New York,
Yeah.
you're all Italian.
exactly. It
By,
was
by
and,
association.
Like I'm 25% Italian, so I don't take too much offense to it. I thought it was
Same,
badass.
yeah. I thought it was
but
fucking awesome.
Is it a?
yeah, it's like this is the way they
No,
talk.
I know it. But is
So
it
that-
like a? Would you take offense to it? if
No,
you
not
were-
at all. It's
No,
awesome.
I mean, yeah, no, it's
Like
like a
super
joke of how he's,
Italian.
but I mean, it's very much him just being like, suck me.
If he, you know, what would have been offensive if you got a whole thing of spaghetti that was uncooked and just break it right down the middle. That would have sent me off.
That would have been good.
like,
But
oh
no,
my God.
he plays with, he clearly has his swagger back from the kind of guy he was at Oklahoma.
I love it.
Like that play was after he jumped over 2 dudes
It
into
was-
the end
it was
zone. He had
unbelievable.
another scramble where he was shimmying, juking guys out. And I
He's
was
you
like,
guys out all year.
I also
He
just think
is
like
so
the Bucs
sick.
are a prime example of like a team rallying around a leader. Like in Baker
Yeah,
Mayfield, you see it with the Browns right now. Obviously, they just beat the Steelers.
They're
but
2-1 with Jameis. The Browns.
but
so.
you let there's a guy that's going to go to bat for you, and Baker Mayfield is clearly one of those guys. If we're having rankings of just quarterbacks that
Vibes guys,
would go to
yeah.
bat,
Vibes
guys,
he's a
it's
top of the
Baker
list,
Mayfield's a top 5 quarterback.
He's probably number 2 after Jameis, though.
yeah.
But I mean,
in terms
like,
of vibes.
But those are like the clear 2 vibes guys,
Yeah.
and then it severely falls off.
Like I could have had Jameis instead of Aaron Rodgers, and I got the guy who believes in like
Back to your point
weird
about the
shit.
Bucs. Back to your point about the Bucs. I do think they are a sleeping giant. It's such a good point.
It is.
I think you could very well see them being the hottest team in football going into the playoffs. Sneak out. They could go to the fucking NFC.
They also,
Championship game.
now that I
don't
think
even know.
about it, good running back room. Good running
Yeah.
back names too.
Rashad White,
Bucky
Bucky Irving,
Irving.
Sean Tucker.
That's
Those
just
are
sounds
great.
like
Yeah.
running back.
Those are guys that are
Bucky
going to
Irving is one of my
you.
favorite names.
It's
in
so
the, in
Bucky
the
Irving
game.
and the single digit.
Where do you go to college?
Uh,
Come on.
Jeez, give me a second. Bucky.
Come on,
No,
come on.
I knew this. I know this.
Really
I
good football
know
team
too.
this year?
SMU.
No.
I felt that for some
Irving.
reason.
They haven't
I know
lost.
it. I know it. I know it's right on the tip of my tongue.
mean,
Give me
Oregon?
a conference.
Oregon.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked I didn't know that.
Where did
knew
Sean
that.
Tucker go to college?
Syracuse.
Wow. How did you know that?
Because I'm a dog.
Did you do research on Sean
Yeah,
Tucker?
you knew
randomly?
that, but not Bucky Irving.
Fantasy.
That's insane.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
Good pull.
commitment to the
Yeah,
craft.
thank you.
Yeah.
Pull.
Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Appreciate
Do we have anything else? I don't know. I was just trying to stall
I'm
time.
tired. I'm very tired.
Hang on. Last time we did do this, where I think we just like didn't talk about a couple games. So
Yeah,
just
let's
real
see. Go
quick,
to ESPN.
wanna.
Go see what else
So
we have to
Broncos Raiders. Broncos looked good
I need the
again.
Broncos to lose.
Cortland Sutton is a league winner.
Bo
in
Nix
fantasy.
is.
Stop with the league winner.
I was so wrong.
I got burned
Bo
on
Nix.
so many league winner tweets this week. Stop. Please.
It's
respectfully.
also it's Aiden O'Connell season in Vegas. He's
That's
healthy
exciting.
next week.
That's exciting.
Gardner Minshew done for the year, and who does he face next week? Patrick Mahomes.
my
Aiden
God.
O'Connell owns Pat Mahomes. And
1-0.
1-1 actually, but the
Well, we
other
don't
game
have
was
to-
really
yeah,
close
we
too.
don't have to talk about the loss.
But he's gonna look sick. Aiden, please throw the ball to Jacoby Myers. He's a very important piece on my fantasy team. Cardinals Seahawks sleeper of the week, like just awful game.
boring game.
Didn't watch a lick of it.
Well, the Seahawks just made the Cardinals, who we thought I put them in top 10 power rankings. They
Seahawks-
didn't look like a top 10
Seahawks are
team
playing
at all.
good ball right now. I'll give them that. Geno Smith's playing good ball.
Who they played the week before?
Niners.
Yeah, beat him.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that was when Geno did the night against us.
Oh, two big wins.
That was,
Yeah, shit.
as much as I don't like the Seahawks, that was fucking sick.
How about we get Trey McBride a touchdown? Hasn't scored all year.
When can we get that to happen?
Hasn't scored all year. Do. I'm gonna bet on him to score.
How high did you draft him?
Well, he's been great.
Well, he
as a
just had like
fantasy
25
receiver.
points.
Yeah.
He led the NFL in targets this week.
Oh, moving on to the Vikings Bears game.
Oh, man, I feel bad for Bears fans, but at least you know that you have your quarterback of the future.
The Vikings are legit, man. I know it's like not
Sam
as
Darnold
sexy
threw for
anymore.
like 300 some yards, and Jed has had 2 catches.
Look, if you're gonna be a
Like-
good team, you got to find ways to win games, and the Vikings are finding ways to win these games in
You know
a
what's-
tough environment.
I was
Like,
You
I
know-
don't
you
believe
know
in
what's
him.
crazy?
I don't believe in him.
You know what's crazy though? This is like the last 3 weeks they've been like in a rut, and they're 3-0.
Yeah,
that's my point.
Like
There's-
they look bad against the Jags. You won the
They're
game.
winning
They looked
games,
bad
bro.
last week. They won the game. They
Vikings
looked
are
solid
legit.
today, but like, oh my god.
Bears fans, he threw for the most yards in the NFL this week. Caleb, so he looked
Yeah,
good there.
Keenan Allen
Yeah.
finally got cooking too.
Keenan
which is
Allen
neat.
got
How many did he have?
I don't know. Someone said he did.
That was one of the best ends of the games that I've ever seen.
That throw by him, like I said, that throw,
roll it out to the
laser
right.
beam
Yeah.
over 2 defenders.
Yeah, dot.
Perfect dot to get them in field goal
He
range.
has-
to tie it up.
Caleb Williams has moments where he looks like Mahomes. Like
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
No,
Like,
he's totally
he had
good.
340.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's good for them. Cowboys Commanders. See, like exactly why I'm doing this for us, because we do our
people want to hear about their
we
team.
do our social media bits and then just forget about talking about some of the games.
No, like
That Cowboys Commanders game was the
What's-
craziest, drunkest end to a game
it was
I've
an
ever seen.
unbelievable game.
Yeah.
Like, but what's happened to the Commanders? Like,
I don't know.
I
They-
think
they
it's just
keep
like
losing
they were
close
never that
games.
7-2 team, right?
No,
they were never that.
Did we put them in the top 5 of our power rankings at
Who?
one point?
Who?
They were close.
The Commanders.
Yeah,
We did.
they were there.
But when they were
They-
7-2,
I
it was
think the
earned.
highest- I think the highest they got was 5, but
They earned it though.
yeah.
I mean, also, and like they lost to the Steelers by 2 or 1 point. They lost to the Eagles by a touchdown, but that was
Cowboys by a point.
and Cowboys by a touchdown because of the
Oh,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
But all these things, it makes sense. Like the Commanders were not going to be a fucking 4-loss team.
yeah they weren't going to be
Like,
13-4.
No.
They're going to be closer to above 5, slightly above 500.
They will make the playoffs. They, have
will. I think they will.
Titans,
Should.
Saints,
But will
Eagles,
they win the
Falcons,
division?
Cowboys
Oh,
left.
no, the Eagles.
Eagles.
Yeah.
And then also just that Cavante Turpin spin move.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
That
like
was
mashing the
Madden.
Bebo.
That was
actually-
Madden.
That was so Madden.
It was.
It wasn't even one of the.
coolest-
It wasn't a spin move that
was
went
a-
wide. It was a spin move that just
No,
went.
it's exactly like when you're playing
It's
Madden.
exactly how I return kicks in Madden.
Yeah.
is I go hard one way, and then psych bitch, I'm going the other way.
Every time.
And it works like a charm, and he actually pulled that move out in real life.
Analog stick or a circle or a
I'm a
B?
B.
I'm a B guy.
Yeah.
B guy. You got to be a B guy.
But that was like my favorite highlight of the season. No, you got the Saquon backwards hurdle.
Fuck,
I'll
yeah,
put
that was cool,
Kevontae
too.
Turpin too after that.
Well, the stakes on the Kevontae Turpin was higher.
Yes.
yeah.
Way higher.
But
the back
Talk
pure
about Terry
coolness.
McLaurin. We were in like
Yeah, and then like
Oh, yeah.
that was a crazy ending. The
huge.
witching hour was insane.
witching hour was so nuts. Also, I want to read the stats
hear-
for their kicker.
I was gonna say, do you want to hear the top 5 like passing, rushing, receiving leaders? Because it was kind of yucky this week.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
Passing, Caleb Williams, most passing yards, then Darnold, then Tua, then Baker, then Kyler. Kyler still threw for 285, which is sneaky. Rushing, Saquon, of course, but Tony Pollard, 2, Aaron Jones, 3, Josh Jacobs, 4, Jahmyr Gibbs, 5. 5. That's a word. And then the receiving leaders, Jordan Addison with 162, Jalen Waddle with 144, Trey McBride, 133,
Who's who?
Jacoby Myers, 121, and Puka Nacua, 117.
That was a nasty top 5.
That's ridiculous. Top 4.
I wonder
Jacoby
who led the league in
Trey.
rushing this week. Saquon Barkley had 255 rushing yards.
I did that one already.
I know. I just didn't hear it. I'm tired. I
I was gonna say that was
We
right
did a
before.
pretty good job of covering the last few games on here. Chiefs Panthers we talked about a lot.
Bryce Young, I will say, since he's come back,
good.
has looked pretty solid.
Texans Titans. Will Levis looked good. Texans frauds.
Who's that? Akina Westbrook?
Nick Westbrook,
Westbrook.
Akine,
Hoosier.
fantasy dog.
Oh,
Hoosier.
Hoosier?
Yep, one of our best.
Nick Westbrook Akina.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, no, I'm not throwing that down right now. Not happy with the performance by the
you
Hoosiers
okay,
on
actually?
Saturday. No, it actually sucked so much.
You guys did everything in your power to get
The worst thing, I do want to actually talk about that
I
for
think
a
you
second.
should. Yeah, we can end that
So we're
segment.
still 10th. So we're still in a playoff spot. We beat Purdue, we're going to be in the playoffs. It is pretty much that simple. So our chances aren't done there, but we got the definition of little broed by the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yeah. And we had 75 yards on the first drive, scored a
there's
touchdown.
levels to this.
We were going nuts.
Curtis Rourke was dicing them.
I think we had not even 100 yards the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was also like
Once they figured out they could blitz you to death.
we could feel that we were hanging on by a thread the entire game.
Yeah.
And then one bad thing happens, the fumbled
the
punt.
punt? Yeah.
Our punter fumbled the punt on the 10-yard line. They scored a touchdown going to the half 14-7. Then they return a punt, then another touchdown, yada, 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 and the wheels fell off. So, and then the worst part for me too is Ohio State fans weren't even saying anything to us.
Because they just knew it was going to happen.
No one was chirping me. I had to like yell at people to say, chirp me. Like, please be mean to me.
That's.
But it's just, they're Ohio State. They're
Yeah,
not
it was
concerned about
they were just
fucking-
like, oh.
I'm
They're
sorry.
not concerned about
Cute
little
But they were
old
probably
Indiana.
they were probably
Little
happy
Indiana.
for you guys too, with how like with
They were,
I feel
and then
like-
what was very nice, and
were
I
sweet
was
and-
drunk enough that I didn't really know this until the next day. But like Bama losing really helped us out. And then there was another top 10 team
Miss
that
lost.
lost. Ole Miss lost.
Yeah.
And so there were so many
Teams like A&M that could have
takes
jumped
that
in that
age like
loss.
milk from
Yeah.
Bama fans of like people really think IU's better than Bama, and then
Yeah.
they lose by 21 to Oklahoma.
That's fun.
So that felt good.
Transit property, Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, this was an electric episode. I think
it was very fun.
We're gonna fall asleep on this pod. We're gonna switch up the schedule a little bit this week because of Thanksgiving. We are gonna release our predictions episode on Thursday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Should we do it? Yeah, we should.
Because Wednesday would be the cafeteria episode, and then
Yep.
Thursday would be our predictions episode for Thanksgiving. So that'll be out in the morning on Thursday. I think Wednesday's episode we'll do a lot of Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have fun.
That'll be fun. We'll talk some Thanksgiving. I think turkey's terrible.
It's needed though. It's obviously not the star of the
It's
show.
a palate cleanser,
but
in my opinion.
it's
It's so
just
not
the
a palate
vessel for
cleanser.
everything else. Like
I don't even
you
agree
need
with that.
like
Stuffing, mashed potatoes.
stuffing with a bite of turkey and gravy, turkey with gravy.
And you know what it's best
Mashed
for? It is
potato with
best
turkey
for
and
like
gravy.
the leftover sandwich.
And then the sandwich the next day. You
The
need
sandwich
it.
is
It's a
fair,
glue
but if
guy.
I wanted a turkey,
it's a glue guy.
If I wanted a sandwich, I'd go the.
But it's a good turkey.
It's a glue
All right, let's
guy.
wrap up.
Yeah.
This has been a good one. Week 12
you need
recaps
turkey.
episode.
Fuck yeah.
We'll see you Wednesday. We'll see you on social. And as a reminder, go to greengridiron.com. Go get a custom.
Have you guys updated the outro yet to say that I have a permanent seat? Because I see comments saying that we have.
I see that a lot too.
Nope.
Probably do
Maybe
that.
we should
can
get it updated.
All right.
Not right now.
Sign us off, Pat. How about that?
Give me a fucking permanent seat.
You have it.
I know what I wanted in the outro.
Bye-bye. Caps Off is brought to you by Better, starring Adam Spachnik, Jack Purdy, and this guy Pat right now, who we don't know if we're officially giving a seat to.
Cool.
Make sure to check out our socials at Caps Off Pod on Instagram and Caps Off Podcast on TikTok. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the link in the description. And as always, be sure to download Better and play Better Picks with promo code CAPSOFF to play the best daily fantasy football app on the market.